Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol PTN. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So all this here may look like a few weeks worth of time. It's actually just the past few days broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And at this point, you see people out there and they're making comments that maybe they don't flat out say, I'm impatient, what's going on? But basically the tone of their comment is, what is going on? This is getting boring. I'm losing patience. That's essentially what the core of their, complaint is, if you will. And I get it. Especially in the sense of for those people that have been around for a while and are used to this thing just going up and up and up and up and up, and all of a sudden it's just flat out going sideways. So that's where you got to keep things in perspective, though, is, first, I'm not here to deny that, yeah, I get it. Sideways price action like this is pretty boring. But assuming you care about the big picture of things, you have to just ask yourself, well, where was the last quote-unquote boring period at? Well, the last time it got pretty boring and just went sideways for several days was, down around here on the chart. And not to insult your intelligence, but just to prove the point, where is that quote-unquote boring area relative to this boring period? Well, way down there. And that is really the name of the game when it comes to building overall long-term uptrends. As long as boring keeps happening at higher and higher levels, then that implies that there's higher lows being built, and that's what you want to see. That's how long-term uptrends are constructed. So yeah, it is boring. There's no denying that, but it could be a lot worse. It could have fallen all the way down there and then all of a sudden gotten boring and started to go sideways again. So from that perspective, hopefully, yeah, okay, I'd much rather have it boring at higher levels than where it was. Now, if you haven't watched any of the past videos, really I'm kind of defining this quote-unquote boring area via a channel pattern. Bottom of the channel down here at 78 cents, that green line. Top of the channel up there at 89 cents. And until it either breaks to the upside or breaks down to the downside, not much more can be said from an overall chart perspective. But overall, big picture, grand scheme of thing viewpoint, the bulls are still in total control. The chart's totally healthy because all these boring areas keep happening at higher and higher levels, and that's what you want to see. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.